Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Pyre. We've just completed our first liberation rite. We said goodbye to our lovely drive imp Tiso, who I'm going to miss very dearly. And we're not quite sure where or when the next rite will be taking place. But I guess we can continue our journey anyway. Let's see who there is to talk to in the Blackwagon. In spite of the late hour, you find Tay minding her own business in the wagon and talking to herself, or rather to the wagon walls. But most of all, I think I'm going to miss his little chirping sounds. He woke me up with them sometimes. He kept waking me up. Oh, she misses him too. He sure was a good friend to both of us, right, little brother? Why, you knew him even better than I did. Much better, I should think. So, you must really miss him too. She spreads her arms against the wall. I understand. I do. Those drive imps up there, they seem very sad about this too. Or maybe some are happy, I don't know. More food for them to share, and they liked food. Tizo sure liked food. Oh. Quite probably the first of his kind to leave the downside. I wonder if he'll like the food at home? It's very different, right? And so, maybe he won't? But he eats almost anything. Oh, this must be so exciting for him. And I know the scribes. They shall be watching over him still. I think maybe they love him best of all. I cannot wait to hear what he thinks of it all. And I think for sure that he will help with Mr. Sandalwood's big plan. That's the great thing about Tizo, little brother. No matter where he goes, he always helps. He always helps. She bounds off, without acknowledging your presence in the least. You sense that she has found some peace, despite now being separated from her little friend, Tizo. Yeah. That's the thing I was worried about, was Tay being sad. You know, the bond between an autistic little girl and the animal she feels the most comfortable with. I know that feeling. You hope by now that he has found safe passage in the Commonwealth. Oh. He's liberated. I'm glad we still get to see his nest. Alright, let's continue on with the journey. Good morning, my girl. The place I noted earlier lets me illuminate the way. Ah, yes, he has a haven for us to go to. You can await the next cycle of the rites here, at the Moonlight Alcove. Volfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about, you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Bide your time. Talk to someone in the Blackwagon. Hi, Volfred. You find Volfred seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. Greetings, reader. This wagon and I weave many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something that you wish to know, you need but ask. What he did to earn his sentence. He reminds me of someone I heard about long ago in the Commonwealth. Why the Nightwings disbanded, the Triumvirate, of which you are now a part, seems to have a storied history. How he knows the Lone Minstrel. The two of them seem to be old acquaintances. How long have they known one another? And also, what is the Lone Minstrel? He seems to be of the same race, or of the same caste even, as Celeste, the Guardian of the Gate. So if her role is to guard the gate, then what's his? I'm obviously curious about what people did to earn their sentence. I don't know. We probably only get to ask one of these. But, I'm curious about the Lone Minstrel. Let's ask about him. You asked Volfred about his history with the lone minstrel, whom he seems to know quite well. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen. Although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rights and the Nightwings. I have tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though it is plain that he's not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tiso were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? Sure, I guess we can ask more. What did you do to earn your sentence? His past in the Commonwealth and how it is he came to be in the downside. How rather forward of you, my girl. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one. An illegal invention allowing written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS, the Commonwealth was under siege from within, as anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the Highwing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew it was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while, but not for long enough. Here in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and short of it. Now then, was there anything else? Why did the Nightwings disband? You expressed interest in knowing more of how the Nightwings came to be here, and Volfred's past connection to the group. I have been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me in a manner, as I understand, quite like how Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then, it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Erissa and another known as Oralek. Oh, you can see what they look like. Erissa and Oralek. They look like cool people. I wonder if we'll get to meet them. Once in a while, we let little Tiso stand with us as well. He is rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. The Tempers are the triumvirate we just fought, led by Ignarius. But there was a terrible accident. Erissa, we lost her. And Oralek, he was my friend, he fell from Mount Elodial. We lost him as well, on the night when he was to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blamed the Rights themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet this, it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the Blackwagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of this, my girl. Alright. We thank Volfred for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. Alright. Does Sandra have anything to say? I can sense you out there somewhere. What is it that you want? This place, where you currently reside, it must be Mount Elodial, is it not? This was where those blasted scribes decided what to do with me. I had already failed in my mission to eliminate the demon Solium Myrrh. I did not anticipate his retinue, you see. Eighth of the 8 scribes, known as the First Exile, or the last of his name. A once proud emperor who neglected his nation and found penitence in the downside. Okay, yeah. They took me and some of my Beyonders alive, although do not expect to see account of that in their good book. Whether it was for mercy or for spite, I never became certain. Ah, the Beyonders were her triumvirate. A spectral triumvirate banished for eternity and trapped within the rites, led by the wraith called Sandra the Unseen. They probably presumed that my expulsion for eternity would eventually have taught me some respect for them, but no, not yet, not yet. Well, I do not mean that, really. The scribes did spare my life, and were it not for that, I would never have been thusly trapped, to then enjoy your company, O lovely reader. Now, having met my quota of blaspheming for the time, I think it best that we resume the normal sort of business between us, if there is any to speak of. And good hunting at the precipice. May you soon rid the downside of some useless idiot. Okay, bye. I already did, and he wasn't useless. He was wonderful. We're gonna hole up with our companions until the stars align once more. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. For many years, Volfred smuggled supplies and furnishings to this well-hidden locale. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready by when you need it next. From the mountaintop, you can see all across the downside, its impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. And so, you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom one by one. Many moons pass. Then one evening... May I have a moment, reader? The lone minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as it has been your leaning through your stay at this abode. New chapters revealed, yay! Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please, follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader madam. The stars shine like you have never seen. Once more the path toward salvation is revealed, but now something is different. Alright, we're gonna get through with it. Get on with it, I guess. They're all shining. Each prior time you searched the stars, they showed you a single path, but now several rites avail themselves to you at once. Ooh. Henceforth, you may choose from several different rites. Alright. Triesta the Dissidents. Okay, so we're gonna be able to fight the triumvirates we fought before. So the Dissidents, led by Barker Ashpaws. The Accusers again, Lendl the Liar. Goal with Dalbert. I mean, I'm not gonna, like, do this based on, I don't know. I don't want to do it based on, like, difficulty, because, well, A, I don't remember any of them being particularly difficult. I kind of want to use, Rookie a little more going forward, and I don't know if I do, if I do the Dissidents, if I fight the Dissidents, he wouldn't be able to participate, right? He sat out last time, although maybe he'll have gotten his nerve up again. I was intrigued by the fate, although if I challenge the fate, Then I would want to use Tay, because she had a bit of an interaction with the boy. I mean, at this point, I feel like the most neutral option would be the accusers. Yeah. Yeah. That's my thought. The stars urge that we go to the cairn of Ha'ub, a long way off. Walford, sir, how are we to reach the cairn of Ha'ub in due course time? You know full well, Tariq. Preparations are complete. You think you see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, but cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advance, you'll find there ought to be fewer rites this time, until once more we are to traverse the Scribe's Gate. Yes, I've had it told to me that the pace of the game picks up a bit after the first liberation rite, which is sad. I liked feeling like, oh, I'm gonna go through, I don't even know how many, 8 rites before another liberation rite. And that sounds like a lot, but I don't know, I enjoy this game so much that I would have been into it, but I don't know. This is probably the best game design choice they could have made. Exactly how many, it is difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. Your companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news soon spreads throughout the group. Alright, no choice but to continue. Next morning, Volfred calls everyone together before the Blackwagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. With Bircher's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. Ooh, new stuff. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way. Are we gonna fly? Is this a full-on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang situation? I know I referenced Chitty Chitty Bang Bang when we became seaworthy, but if we can fly, oh my god. He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. Woo! After having soared into the sky, the black wagon remains aloft somehow. By the Underking! Oh, by the scribes! I can't believe it. The Nightwings sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. There is one catch. The downside provides few locales suitable for landing. Though, we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. We'll then make way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. The black wagon can fly. Seek landing near the cairn of Ha'ub. Alright. Ooh. Fun. What was that? What? There's another... Oh no! I just wanted to see what was going on. What was that? You overhear Sir Deluge in a full-on panic as his fellow Worm Knights attempt to calm him down. What do you mean? It was the Nightwings. We are not to face them and are coming right again, are we? At some point, he realizes your wagon is aloft beside his own. You Nightwings! This night shall not forgive you this transgression. Once we prevail against whichever adversaries are doomed to face us next, then we shall come for you. Why must this night be forced to fly so far above the land and sea? Okay, I just wanted to see what would happen. Oh, and traveling is so much faster, too. What's that? Point of interest? As you soar above the waters of Worm Gulf, you notice Sir Gilman sidle up to you, very slowly. We are very, 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 very high above the waters, if this knight is not mistaken. This knight's brethren lurk beneath the surface there, in numbers untold. Fortunately, if we were to come crashing to the surface now, then this knight, why, he would receive a watery burial, in the custom of his kind. Yeah. I'm not sure how much I like this vehicle. This vehicle mechanic. I like just choosing between places to go. I don't know. I'll miss that. The forbidding cairn of Ha'ub lies below. Not many exiles see fit to cross beyond it. Some fear that the listless remains of Shaq's Six Shoulders shall snatch them up if they attempt to cross. Others simply do not want to pass through to the flagging hands. Few know its true significance as we do. Although your adversaries, the accusers, should be on their way there now. Soon you shall confront them once again. Alright. We'll land. You touch down in the heart of Jomar Valley, where you first face the Fate and the Dissidents. You briefly wonder where they might be now and how they fare. You join your companions for a routine inspection of the wagon following its flight. Headwind confirms the wagon's wheels withstood the shifting temperature and still appear to be in reasonable shape. Pamitha managed to calm some of the drive imps prone to dizziness or frenzy at high altitudes. Other than that, everything checks out, and the rest of the crew got through the flight without complaint. You now have a little time before having to set forth by land. Okay, so we still do get to move by land a bit. Good. Oh, there's a lot to look at in here. Just a bunch of shiny things. Grease stone. Provides a flagrant disregard for natural law, thus providing light entertainment. I'm trying to look at these things. The tooltips keep disappearing. The Blackwagon is flight capable, though by which means you do not fully grasp as yet. The so-called singing is the sound of countless screeching wheel mites in the singing sands. Waking wood wisps. The wisps inside provide a scarce bit of light when it is needed, all for a low monthly fee. Alright, Sir Gilman, what do you have to say? Sir Gilman is shivering there after the Blackwagon's maiden voyage through the skies. Master Reader, this knight is very, very slightly out of sorts is all. He merely appears terrified, but he assures you that his seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case. Pamitha overhears and joins you. Flying's not for everyone, Sir Knight. This knight heartily concurs, though how anyone at all can stand it, he has yet to understand. Well, let's see. What's it like to swim the waters of the Sea Dominion? Ah, those glorious murky waters, engulfed in hideous warfare to be sure, but otherwise a joy to cut across, to feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits and the like. Though this knight is now accustomed to his life above the surface. Flying's just the same, Sir Knight. It resists those of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like, but the thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though I haven't had to swim, and you now have to fly. That's very brave of you, and you handle it better than some harp fledglings I've met in my day. You'll get used to it. She departs, but you sense Sir Gilman is feeling better after the exchange. He gained one hope. Nice. Oh, there for them. Initiate 20 different conversations in the Blackwagon. Of course. Let's look at this new chapter in the... Oh my goodness. There's so much. Yeah, I thought, like, each one of these would be its own... Each one of these chapters would be, like, its own section of the game being slowly revealed. We can read... Let's see. Okay, this one only has one page. Living in exile, in the words of Jomar Manymane, the Alpha Chief. Once I too roamed free. I remember well those days in which I was called chief. I traveled all the world over on my 4 good paws, and I was well adored. I wanted to grow stronger. Here at last I have. I shall not mince my words. This place shall either harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a little bit and to prolong your stay, but only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. We call this place the downside for a reason. But in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. Okay, so that's just a nice little, what would you call it, pep talk from Jomer. The Cur Scribe, living in exile, spends solo at the slug market to reveal more pages. Return to different regions to reveal more pages. Visit celestial landmarks to reveal more pages. Prevail over your adversaries to reveal more pages. Oh my god. Okay, so let's read one more page. Okay. In the words of Molten Malith, the Wild Witch, years upon years we spent distilling life essence from many things, which all once writhed under the auspices of their mortality, which we ourselves cut short. In this we have no regrets, for we learned much, and so, we think, did they. We earned the title Witch, and were forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Solium Mur, and soon we gained an understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalogue our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. He wished to yield benefit to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both, then. Alright, and since this page was already revealed to us, we can read about Jomer Valley. The downside prairie first appears serene. It is not. The soil there accommodates only the region's brutish native vines and overbrush. The most likely food sources prove poisonous. Thus we journeyed further north. The climate there grew fouler to my senses, though the Cur Jomware found it amenable. This sprawling valley, pocked with long evaporated lakes, gives evidence to the monstrosities which roamed this land. We found the region's western edge to be more pleasant on the whole. Therein we found sources of fresh water, whereas over to the east we found the edge of the land's most hideous decay. Alright. That's enough reading for now. I won't bore you too much. We have a scribe trial available. What's on your mind, Sandra? My best friend in all the world come to visit me again. Does it make you uncomfortable, perhaps, that I should call you thus? Perhaps you think that you do not yet know me very well, but I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come visit me like this. You are not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. She laughs to herself. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within a book for 837 years or so, especially if one is wont to pry a little, you understand, for it gets rather boring here. I know all about you, a crippled scholar who vowed to help her friends be free again, only to end up spending all her time talking to an apparition stuck in stone. Oh, I know about your loves, or lack thereof, about your favorite pastimes, certain habits you may be somewhat loath to admit. Fear not, of course. I use this special knowledge only as a means to entertain myself, I think. And if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance, like so many of your predecessors. As for the other Beyonders, they are as wraiths to me, as I must seem to all those idiots with whom you consort. I cannot confide as easily in my own kind as I am able to confide in you. But I suppose that I have said too much. Thank you as ever for the visit. You have given me a lot to think about, more than you know. She laughs again, softly. Alright, scribe trial. Headwind. Let's give you a good talisman. Righteous Flame. Slinging. That's not useful here. We have the Faith Stone, more hope. Lucrative Contract. I don't know if that works within the scribe trials. But you can give him some quickness. Quickness would be good. He's very fast. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Headwind. Oh, you must mean that nomad boy. So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then let us bring him forth. Soon, Hedwyn appears in heat of the summons.
Chi sentirla?
Hey, my friend, what's going on? They have well-balanced abilities in the rights, but no exceptional advantages. Yeah. That tends to be what you get being the generic human race. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, boy, you answer to me here.
Listos.
Understood. You are a fool, do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let us see what you can do without their aid, save for that of your lovely reader there. Oh boy. Oops. Uh-oh. Yeah. This is gonna be hard. No! I love that little shoot noise he makes. There we go. Nice. See if we get sneaky about it. Oops. Okay. We just kind of let him have that. No! No! Okay. This is hard. He's so average. There we go. You're not average to me, Hedwyn. You're everything. No! Okay. He does have good stamina as a result of his masteries. There we go. Good. Nicely done. We did it. It seems you did indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. What do we get, buddy? Good to be back after all that. Say, what's that you have there? Gull's Bracer. Hedwyn power casts his aura with greater ease and gains infinity stamina on hit for 2 seconds. Okay. I'm not good at power casting, though. To find their mark, Sandra and the Sisters of the Arch first had to circumvent his loyal man-at-arms. Yeah, Gull was, the old bodyguard of Emperor Myrrh, I guess. I guess we can try it. Let's explore the shunt. The muddy territory isn't much to see, yet Tay seems excited to be here. I think there were 2 options for landing that I missed, and Tay wanted me to land here. No one seems very much inclined to explore the blistering environs here, except for Tay, who is more upbeat even than usual. A sacred bath in mud cleanses the mind. At least, I think it does. But come look! Come look! She draws you by the hand toward one of the muddy pits and jumps right in, laughing. At first you are put off, and yet her joy is infectious. Soon you are in better spirits, as is she. You return together to the wagon, where you find yourself with time and motivation to pursue your vocations. Oh, she gained more hope. Alright. So I was thinking I do want to try mentorship now. That's cute. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path toward enlightenment is personal, you will have to mentor them one at a time. Alright. I want to mentor Pamitha. Because... So, the one thing that I'm really going to miss about having Tizo on my team is the fact that he can fly. And because Pamitha can also fly, I'm probably going to start using her a little more, but I want to give her a boost, so... Fine then, let us chat together for a spell. You illustrate to Pamitha some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in Triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense she grasps some of the concepts. Alright! Oh, she got enlightened. Very enlightened. Well, Tamitha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether you or not you like it. Alright, so what masteries should she get? Enhancing her swiftness and mobility. While flying, Pamitha moves faster than usual. Or aggressive capabilities. After banishing an adversary, Pamitha moves 30% faster than usual. And let's see what these nodes lead down. She can use her dash ability in rapid succession, and with less stamina. After saluting, Pamitha instantly switches places with her nearest ally. Ooh. Pamitha permanently gains +8 quickness, making her move much faster. Oh my god. While casting her aura, Pamitha can trigger an aura burst. If Pamitha is banished while Winged Fury's effect is active, she returns twice as quickly as usual. And she permanently gains +4 to quickness, presence, and hope, making her better all around. Well, so the roster that I'm thinking of going with is I really enjoyed using Sir Gilman as my banisher, so I'm not gonna focus on this for her. I just want to make you fast. Appreciate that bit of insight, reader darling. Alright. Yeah, so I'm thinking Pamitha for flight and getting around fast, Gilman for banishing adversaries, and whoever else I want to use. Probably Ruki or Headwind. Oh, this is another landing zone. Licksand, so named because exiles curs residing here grew very, very thirsty. Okay. Okay, we're to conduct the rites against Lendl and the accusers at the Cairn of Habu. Alright. Even more pages revealed. Xylobones, a keepsake from Jomor Valley. Wow, this is getting real full up. We can read a page or two more. This one has new pages. Mount Elodial. Gaining the summit of the sacred Mount Elodial involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery, in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palpable. The sensation that we felt indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than to the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tome, which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of the rites, and felt together, for the first, a sense of freedom unlike any we experienced before. But that is a subject which our comrade shall illuminate in greater detail. Okay. Oh. Okay. That just means there are more pages to turn to. And what's here? Celestial landmarks. In the words of Luce Glorian Hundred Minds, the scholar. Do you feel a kinship with the stars? You owe your everything to them, perhaps one day even your freedom. I chased the stars across the river of my genealogy until they led me here. I demanded they explain to me the paradox of knowledge. For how is it that something can be shared, but still contained, within ourselves in its entirety? The stars did not respond, but set me on a quest. I sought the 9 landmarks which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal their mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses through which we see the land, and see ourselves in a new light. Alright. I won't bother reading every single page. Hi, Tay. Tay seems to be talking to the Blackwagon's walls again, though this time something seems to have come over her. Little brother, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? You are unsure whether to check in with her or leave her be. Tay would not be here if she lacked the capacity to work through her problems, or your concern for her is such that you would best check in to make sure she is all right. Let's talk to her. Though Tay is clearly capable of surviving on her own, you do worry for her, and in this case, make an attempt to reach out to her. Oh, hi, miss. I don't think I saw you there just now, and so my little brother here and we were just talking for a little while. Well, I was the one doing the talking, but my little brother, he is just a wagon wall, so he cannot respond. He can't respond, but he can listen, and he listens really well. Now, I'd like to get back to my conversation here with him, if you don't mind, and you're welcome to stay, though, if you like. It seems she's doing all right after all. Let's keep listening. She did invite you to stay. Perhaps you will learn something of her. You decide to take Tay up on her invitation and keep listening to her conversation with the wagon wall. Her little brother, as she calls it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I remember. It's that they always said that there was something wrong with me, but they wouldn't really tell me what. They said that I was moon-touched, but so what? Those deemed impaired by Commonwealth standards are very different in a negative sense. Yeah, I said earlier that she gives me, not even necessarily autistic, but neurodivergent vibes, absolutely. And that seems to be the implication here. So then, the scribes, they called me here. They are the ones who brought me here, not those people. They were so cruel. They always were so cruel. I didn't have a little brother at the time. No one that I recall, really, although so much of it back then, I can't tell how much of it I dreamt. Most of all, I didn't want it to be true. But I remember that they threw me out, that they decided they would throw me out, and let the scribes take care of me. They said, the scribes, they would take care of me. Oh, her exile. She's trying to frame her exile as them putting her in the care of the scribes. Oh, that's really sad. That's probably how they phrased it to her too, but really she was exiled. It was so very quiet here, and I was all alone again, although I think I liked it more being alone down here than being alone back there. Everybody's alone down here, and so it makes me feel less alone somehow. Back there, why, I would sometimes see families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, but here, there was hardly anyone at all. But I knew that I was closer to the scribes. I knew that they were in the sky above, and I did search for them up there, you know, and then one night, I found them. I saw the stars, and they were falling to the ground, and I thought, why is it the scribes themselves are crying? Are they sad, and maybe are they sad for me? Well, that was when I first saw you, little brother. With your help, I would get closer to the scribes. That way, maybe they could answer all my questions, don't you think? But I'm so very glad I found you and the others. I'm finally not alone. And more importantly, I think, sometimes I even feel that way, that I'm not alone. Maybe, as we get closer, maybe I will get to feel that way more often, being here, or being anywhere with you and all my friends. She falls silent. Though you were concerned for her at first, you sense that now she is at peace. Oh. She wanders off, faintly smiling. You sense you have a better understanding of her now. I do. Roster bio updated. Alright, we haven't seen much of these being updated. Her crime was vagrancy. She failed to meet basic cognitive standards and had no place or family in the Commonwealth. Oh my god! None. The records state she demonstrated a thorough lack of understanding of her wrongdoing. So she was committed, basically. This is like putting someone in an asylum or a sanatorium. Oh my god. Okay, Tay, I don't know if I'm going to use you right now, but I'm going to use you going forward, because, God, I want you to get out of here. I know you're happy here, but... Oh my god, this is really affecting me. I'm sorry. She was a special child left abandoned, and despite her seemingly simple nature, she possessed a strange affinity for the old ways. One day, she was taken in by the authorities, and when she revealed her vexations about the scribes, she was deemed witless. And when no one claimed responsibility for her, she was cast into exile. In the downside, she has wandered aimlessly in search of more clues about the legendary heroes who so fascinate her. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. We're gonna move on from that. Hey, Falcon Ron. Hey, guys. Hey, I noticed that your little imp pal, he ain't with you anymore. Is he okay? I heard the wildest thing, that he somehow got out of here, back to the other side, and I'm like, why would an imp want that? Alright, we got a lot of stardust. We can sell this. We can sell Ha'ub's wing. Because no one can use it anymore. And now we have a lot of money, so let's see. Twilight Shard. When flicking the orb, the bearer deals bonus damage. That might be something to pick up later, especially if you start using Tay, because her masteries have been all about, or at least the mastery I'm going for is about her being the one to fling. So we might want to save up for that. Forecasting. We could just get some stardust. That would be good. The cheapest dashes. And we could get... No, I want to save up for something. I like having some money in my pocket. I don't know if I want to buy any of these talismans yet. The Lunar Glass is also really good, so it might be worth ranking it up eventually. Let's see. Do we have any talismans equipped that we want to use this on? We could heal up to 9. That's a really good talisman. Fling the orb farther. This one can't be upgraded. I don't necessarily know what I want to use this on. The Curfang still can't be upgraded. I bought these Stardust and I don't really know what I want to use them on. God, we can just keep upgrading this. Plus 4 quickness. That's good. And I still really like the Righteous Flame. I'm going to put this on. Yeah. Even if it just adds 1. Come see us again, guys. Alright. Let's commence. Though the now familiar surroundings of the Cairn of Ha'ub made preparations faster than before, the stars are already aflame by the time you and the others are gathered. At last, well, Tay, I have every faith of your ability in this. Blessed be the 8 scribes, who created the celestial contrast through which exiles such as ourselves may demonstrate our capacity for faithfulness and strength. You wish them all good fortune in turn. Little else is said, and together you watch the celestial harmony in common silence, and wait the accusers. Do I have to use Tay in this one? The celestial landmarks all have their own properties. Okay, keep that in mind.
Ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the accusers. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
You. We are ready for your night wings. Come, accusers, let us crush them and be done here quickly. Oof. Come, accusers, let us make clear to those fools that we are stronger now than ever. You sense Lendl speaks the truth. The accusers are more capable than before. Each time you face a triumvirate, they gain talismans and masteries. Great! Do not underestimate them.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Let's look for more. He gets the Ashen Coal. At the start of a rite, the bearer's Pyre automatically gains 35 health. Great. Lendl and his allies regenerate stamina twice as quickly as usual, so he has the same as Headwind. Oh god. While Bearer's Pyre has more health than the adversaries, the bearer deals bonus damage plus 6. This guy has some more stamina. And she can power cast. And this one too. Okay. Oof. Oh boy. So we really might want Headwind on this. I know for sure. Alright. We want Headwind on this, but I want to give... Hold on. Do I want to give this to Tamitha? Make her really fast? Because she's already super fast while she's flying. That can make her even faster. I want to keep the Fairy Sprite on Gilman. And what do I want to put on Headwind? Oh yeah, the Righteous Flame. This is just a good one to have. Maybe I want to put the Righteous Flame on Tamitha. Yeah. And keep this on Headwind. Yeah. Okay, so Tamitha. Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
And Headwind.
The choice is cast.
You can count on me. Come then, Nightwings. We are prepared for you.
Commence. The first of many banishments.
Oh, no. Oh, no! Damn it.
Poor Lendl.
There we go, Headwind.
Glory laid bare.
Oh, boy.
Now go.
Oh, no!
Flailing shan't do anything, reader.
Oh, they were waiting for us to... Oh, God, this is gonna be hard.
The orb.
There we go. Alright. Tamitha healed us a little bit. Oh, no! Gilman! Ran right into them. There we go. Alright. This isn't going so badly.
This is the path to glory. Gilman caught out.
No!
Wherever did the Nightwings go?
No.
Quenches the flame. A show of strife from the Nightwings' opponents. Good.
There we go, Headwind.
Weakens.
Okay.
The Nightwing shall prevail at this rate.
No! No!
Snuffed out in summer.
Okay, this is gonna be real close.
The Nightwing's adversary
Nice.
Sublime.
Alright. Gilman isn't actually working out as well as I thought. No, not again. I cannot lose you again. This cannot be happening to me.
You have it.
There we go. Okay. Only one more goal.
Now end the ceremony.
Alright. We have that infinite stamina. No!
The night wings.
No!
Lendl plunged into your pyre.
Okay, that was going well until it wasn't.
And
There we
it is
go.
done.
Okay, that was scary.
The night wings prevail yet again.
That was
The
That was
scribes
scary.
themselves surely have taken note.
But we did it.
The ceremony is complete.
Blast. That a decorated constable of the Commonwealth should end up having to consort with fools as these in these accursed robes and miserable circumstances. Those damned scribes certainly exist, for it is clear they have no love for me or anyone of decent birth and station. Is everybody in your Commonwealth as fun to be around as him? Our adversary seems no stranger to defeat, and yet he wears it without dignity.
Bask now in the wisdom of
Nice.
the scribes.
Alright, Gilman ranked up again.
Closer, Gilman. Yes,
So grateful is this knight for a glorious occasion that he is giving strong consideration to performing, here and now, the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. Touchdown dance. Do it. Alright, so... he can slash better. Okay, his slash banishes adversaries in a wider area of effect. That was what I was having a problem with. He shall instantly return if all his allies are banished. I would rather... I'm not giving up on you yet, Gilman. Alright, Pamela leveled up too.
wings could speed us on toward greater understanding.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected. So making her faster, using her dash ability for less stamina, switching places with her nearest allies, that seems too, like, high level for me. And she moves faster than usual after banishing an adversary. I'll just have her go faster. How about?
Until the stars align.
Nice. Check to find new souvenirs. Yep. You return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles secured victory over the accusers and find Wolfred waiting for you there. Well done back there, my girl. You are serving your companions well. Now then, I've something that I wish to share with you if you have a moment. We have discussed the plan of which we are all a part. I have a means of measuring our progress toward the goal of it. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall again see several shining stars where once you saw but one. Alright, let's take a look. Triesta, Orez, and Lu. Okay. Several shining stars. A trick of the eye or the will of the scribes. Who can say? I, too, once gained this newfound vision many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realized that, in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Wolfred's planner. An object that shows the relative standings between the 9 triumvirates and the rights. So whichever triumvirate carries the most favor shall confront the Nightwings for a chance at freedom. Cool. Using Wolfred's planner, you may assess your progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Wolfred keeps this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You may look over it now, or any time in the Blackwagon, or while searching the stars. We don't know how many rights until the next liberation. Yeah. Number of additional exiles required to join the Nightwings and fulfill a key aspect of the plan. Okay. So, we have infinite favor. The essence, so the harps, prisoners of war. Okay. Then the chastity. The fate has gone down. The tempers are the lowest, because we already beat them. The accusers are still pretty low. I don't really know, like, what I should do to influence this. It's cool to see the rankings, I guess. Alright. So, our options are... not that one. The dissidents. Okay. The fates, again. And the pyre hearts. How about we see the fate? For Tay's sake. So we're to go against the fate again. Adversaries or no, I hope Dalbert and Almer have been holding up. Seems they've been through quite a lot. He then shares with you what details he attained of your next adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made for a formidable opponent, he and his son. The so-called Almer the Helpless, ever present at his father's side. He was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage, as a descendant of one of the Alpha Chiefs thought to be descended from Jomar Manymane himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve old Kerr traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears, or even roused the anger of officials. One day, he insisted on celebrating Fang's song against the wishes of his family. His family's caution was well-founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. An old Kerr holiday in which a single pack of Kerrs vanquished an entire Imperial brigade. And that's illegal to celebrate? Okay. As for Almer, as his father was led away, he put up enough of a fight to where he wound up sharing his father's cell, and soon enough his sentence. In the downside, their faith brought them in contact with a pack of spiritual Kerrs residing in Jomar Valley. In time, they became acquainted with the rites, and helped to revitalize the long-struggling triumvirate known as the Fate. They have since struggled on, at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet still, they long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Poor Dalbert. Seems like a decent enough sort, same for his son. In any case, we'll see them soon enough. Let's get some rest for now. You bid Hedwyn good evening. It's too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn to continue your travels. Whew, alright. So, this game has opened up for reals, and it's a little overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. The number of pages that are available in the book, the being able to choose which triumvirates we go against, and where we go against them, and the rankings that Wolfred has available for us. It's a lot, but I'm very excited to go forward with it. But we will go forward with it next time. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Pyre.